Lily Allen is back in the headlines in a big way. And not just because of new music. Her latest album has put her ex-husband, Stranger Things star David Harbour, under a harsh spotlight with detailed allegations about their marriage, open relationships, and infidelity. But as Lily calls him out in song, a lot of people are also revisiting her own long list of messy moments. From sabotaging a best friend's love life, to an alleged non-consensual kiss with Zoe Kravitz, to an affair with a married rock star. What's emerging is a complicated picture. A breakup album full of serious accusations against David Harbour, arriving in the context of Lily Allen's own controversial past. In this video, we're going through both sides, what Lily says David did, and the behavior from her own history that is now being dragged back into conversation. Lily Allen's album and the claims about David Harbour. Lily Allen and David Harbour married in Las Vegas in 2020 and moved into a Brooklyn brownstone, blending their lives and Lily's 2 daughters from a previous relationship. From the outside, the relationship often looked like a quirky, artsy celebrity pairing. A British pop star and an American actor riding the huge success of Stranger Things. Her new album, West End Girl, tells a very different story. Across multiple tracks, Lily lays out a narrative of marriage that turned dark. A partner who, she says, pushed her into an open relationship she didn't really want, broke their agreed-upon rules, and carried on a secret affair with another woman. Described in the lyrics as a stylist connected to Netflix, allegedly using a spare apartment to hide a double life. In the title track, West End Girl, Lily sings about uprooting her life for New York, moving into that brownstone in Brooklyn, and trying to settle into a new world. Then the tone shifts. At the end of the song, she reenacts a phone call, her own voice doing both sides of the conversation. You hear her reacting to David's suggestion of an open marriage. Yeah, well, it doesn't make me feel great, but if that's what you need, then I guess, how would it work? She sounds like someone trying to stay calm, trying to hold on to the relationship even as the ground is shifting beneath her. That tension runs through the rest of the album. In Ruminating, Lily lies awake at night, torturing herself with images of David with another woman. I've been up all night. Did you kiss her on the lips? Look into her eyes? Did you have fun now that it's done? Baby, won't you tell me that I'm still your number one? In interviews and podcast clips reacting to track, relationship experts have pointed out that this doesn't read like enthusiastic, consensual non-monogamy. It sounds like someone agreeing to something out of fear of abandonment, what's called non-monogamy under duress. Another key song, Non-Monogamy, deals directly with their agreement. Lily describes rules they supposedly set. Any partners had to be discreet, transactional, more like escorts than emotional relationships. It had to stay separate from their family life. Then comes Meline, sometimes heard as Madeline, where Lily outlines how, in her view, those rules were broken. She sings about a particular woman, a stylist-type figure, who was more than just a one-night arrangement. Lily suggests an emotional connection, a repeated presence, and the sense that this woman had become an exception to their agreement, not a random fling. In Tennis, Lily paints a picture of David coming home after weeks away. She cooks his favorite dinner. He seems distant. She tells herself he's jet-lagged until she sees his texts. I read your text and now I regret it. I can't get my head around how you've been playing tennis. If it was just sex, then I wouldn't be jealous. You won't play with me. The implication is clear. Tennis here is code for a deeper relationship with that other woman. Suddenly, the open marriage that was supposed to be controlled and contained is spilled over into something else, with Lily feeling excluded and replaced. On top of that, the album hints David used a separate apartment as a base for this double life. In other commentary around the record, Lily suggests he brought women into their family space as well, something that understandably hit her hard. None of these claims have been addressed in detail publicly by David Harbour. As of now, they exist as Lily's side of the story, told through lyrics and shaped into an album narrative. But the level of detail about conversations, rules, and breaches of those rules is why so many people are discussing Lily Allen-David Harbour open relationship as something far more serious than a typical breakup record. David Harbour's public persona versus Lily's lyrics. What makes this album even more jarring is how it contrasts with David Harbour's public persona. In interviews, he's often framed himself as a committed stepfather and late-in-life family man. He has talked openly about not wanting kids for a long time, then getting it once he became a stepdad, even calling it the meaning of life, saying he loved the kids more than himself. In their Architectural Digest house tour of the Brooklyn brownstone, he opens a front door pretending to be confronted by an ex-fling, joking, "Last time I was single, living on the Lower East Side. I have a family now. Kids. This is so embarrassing. You look good though, come on in." At the time, it played like a cringy joke. In hindsight, with Lily's album now out, people are watching that same clip and reading it as foreshadowing. There's also been separate chatter about Harbour's alleged behavior on the Stranger Things set, including claims, most notably from Millie Bobby Brown in past interviews, that his intense acting style could feel harsh or bullying. Those are different accusations, but in the current climate, they're all being lumped together to paint a picture that, fair or not, is hurting his image. Lily Allen's own past comes under the microscope. As Lily's album focuses harshly on Harbour's alleged behavior, the internet has responded by revisiting Lily's own history, and it's a long, messy one. One of the biggest resurfaced stories comes from Lily's own mouth on her BBC podcast Miss Me, with her longtime friend and co-host Makita Oliver. On that show, Lily admits she slept with a man she knew Makita had been in love with and had a fling with, and also with a pop star Makita had a crush on, essentially sabotaging her friend. In one clip, Makita recalls a singer in the early 2000s who liked her. She told Lily, believing they were on the same page. Lily reportedly said, "Actually, I like him," and then flew to a festival in Japan, slept with him, and called Makita the next day to confess. Makita says she had never been that angry with Lily, and that they didn't speak for 6 months. Lily's response was blunt, "I fancied him, so I was getting mine. I flew to Japan to lock that one in." It's the kind of casual, ruthless comment that has people calling Lily a terrible friend and questioning why Makita still works with her. On Reddit and elsewhere, commenters have called her a talentless Nepo baby, saying nearly every headline with her name in it is negative and that her most likable quality used to be her relationship with David Harbour, a detail that has aged badly. The Liam Gallagher Mile High Club story. Then there's the Liam Gallagher affair. Multiple outlets and later Lily herself have described an incident where she and the former Oasis frontman, who was married at the time to Nicole Appleton, hooked up on a flight after a boozy journey. A captain later recounted being called out by crew members who saw Lily and Liam under a duvet in first class. A lot of moving, making it clear what was happening. The captain said attempts were made to stop them, and that they only stopped briefly before Lily went back to her seat and lit up an e-cigarette. Lily later confirmed in her memoir that she and Liam did something he shouldn't have been doing in the airplane bathroom, and that he asked her never to speak about it because of his marriage. She admitted she was attracted to him partly because he was married, which many saw as yet another pattern of her getting a thrill out of wrecking relationships. When asked about it on a talk show years later, she laughed it off. Viewers didn't. The Zoe Kravitz kiss, that Zoe called an attack. The most serious resurface allegation involves actress Zoe Kravitz. In her 2018 memoir, Lily Allen wrote about being pally with Zoe and described them sharing a kiss after a night out, presenting it as something mutual and lighthearted. Zoe remembered things very differently. On Watch What Happens Live, when host Andy Cohen brought the story and said Lily had written about kissing her, Zoe first responded with, "Who is Lily Allen?" A clear Mariah Carey style, "I don't know her" moment. Then she added, "If by kissing she means like attacking, then yes, she kissed me. She attacked me." Asked if she'd read Lily's book, Zoe replied, "I don't think anybody read the book," and said it was portrayed as if she'd wanted it, which she strongly rejected. Lily later responded by saying she couldn't speak for Zoe, only that her own version of events did not match hers, clearly. For many, that was not enough. In the current climate around consent, a story like that, especially when Lily herself chose to include it in a memoir, is viewed very seriously. Cultural appropriation, Dr. Luke costume, abortion jokes. Lily Allen has also been called out repeatedly for tone-deaf or offensive stunts. In 2013, her Hard Out Here music video tried to position itself as a feminist commentary on the music industry. Instead, the imagery, Lily fully clothed while Black and Asian dancers twerked around her, drew widespread accusations of racial stereotyping and cultural appropriation. She initially defended it, but later admitted she was guilty of appropriation and had handled it poorly. Around the same period, she attended a Halloween party dressed as Dr. Luke the gynecologist, essentially making a costume out of producer Dr. Luke's legal battle with Kesha, who had accused him of sexual and emotional abuse. Given the gravity of Kesha's allegations, many saw Lily's costume as cruel and mocking. In hindsight, it's hard to square that with her public claims of feminist intent. On her podcast with Makita, Lily has also joked openly about having multiple abortions, at one point calling it romantic that a man paid for one, and laughing that she thought that gesture was sweet. For many listeners, that tone didn't land well, especially when paired with her complaints that her children ruined her pop stardom, even as she quickly added that she loves them and they complete her. Then there are smaller but still telling anecdotes, like Lily admitting she flies first class, while putting her then 12-year-old daughter alone in economy, or that she returned a dog to a shelter after it chewed up passports and visas, blaming the dog for ruining her life rather than her own carelessness in where the passport were left. How it all collides with the David Harbour breakup. All of this older behavior is flooding back now because Lily Allen has chosen to go very public and very specific with her allegations against David Harbour through this new album. In songs like Sleep Blogging, she describes feeling gaslit, accused of imagining things, told problems in the marriage were all in her head when, in her version, he was actually involved with other women. In Dallas Major, she writes about creating a fake persona and going on dating apps to try to play the game of non-monogamy just to keep up, while he uses a cartoon version of his most famous character on his profile. She suggests he liked the optics of being a family man, helpful for the kinds of dad roles he's often cast in, while allegedly living a very different life off-screen. She writes about feeling like he wouldn't let her leave because having a wife and stepkids made him look good professionally. That has led some to argue that what she describes isn't ethical non-monogamy. It's cheating dressed up as open marriage. As one commentator put it, if you pressure someone into agreeing, then break the boundaries you both set. That's not consensual non-monogamy. It's just another form of betrayal. At the same time, critics say that Lily painting Harbour as a sole villain ignores the long track record of her own questionable choices. The bigger picture, put together, the Lily Allen-David Harbour story is messy, painful, and far from one-sided. On one hand, Lily's album West End Girl offers a rare, detailed look at how a marriage can unravel when one partner pushes for a kind of relationship the other doesn't truly want. Her lyrics about lying awake, obsessing over texts, and trying to convince herself she's still number one will resonate with anyone who's ever felt left behind in their own relationship. On the other hand, it's impossible to ignore the context. Years of Lily Allen publicly doing things that hurt other people, sabotaging friends, sleeping with married men, mocking other women's trauma, and only sometimes acknowledging the harm. Whether you see this album as brave honesty, revenge art, or something in between probably depends on how you weigh both pieces. What's undeniable is that Lily Allen and David Harbour's breakup is no longer just a private divorce. Through this record, she's turned their history into content. And in doing so, she's forced everyone to revisit her own history too.